Welcome back to the Planet V. Today we're gonna explore Tallinn, which is the largest city and the capital of Estonia. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And a few trivia before we start our walk. Tallinn came from the Estonian words Taani Linus, which means Danish castle.
Tallinn is the main financial, industrial, and cultural center of Estonia. Tallinn's Old Town is one of the best preserved medieval cities in Europe and is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city is also the birthplace of many international high-technology companies, including Skype and Wise.
If Riga has 3 brothers, Tallinn has 3 sisters.
St. Olaf's Church in Tallinn is the city's biggest medieval structure. The church was first mentioned in 1267. Due to its height, it had been struck by lightning around 10 times, and 3 of which led to huge fires. The Cathedral of St. Mary the Virgin is also known as Dome Church. Established in the 13th century, it is the oldest church in Tallinn and mainland Estonia. The Alexander Nevsky Cathedral is an Orthodox cathedral in the Old Town of Tallinn. It is the city's largest and grandest Orthodox cupola cathedral. This church has been meticulously restored since Estonia regained independence from the Soviet Union in 1991. The TOOMPEA castle is the seat of the Estonian parliament. The Estonian flag is raised here every day at sunrise from the tower to the tune of the national anthem.
What you see behind me is the tall Herman Tower, and I found a text near that tower. It says here that the blue, black, and white flag as the national flag of Estonia was raised on top of the tall Herman Tower for the first time on December 12, 1918, and it flew there until Estonia was occupied in 1940. The flags that have been flying on the tall Herman Tower are preserved in the archives of TOOMPEA Castle. Maybe you're wondering what are the meanings of the colors in the flag of Estonia. It says here that the blue means bright future and Nordic sky. The black is the dark past of the nation and soil. White means striving towards enlightenment.
The Danish King's Garden is a park in Tallinn's Old Town. The park's name derives from the Danish reign, which lasted in Tallinn and northern Estonia for over 100 years, mainly during the 13th century. The sculpture of 3 monks, which stands in the garden, is complemented by a light installation and an information board on the city wall. According to an old legend, this is the spot where a flag descended from the sky during the Danish invasion, and it was this flag that turned the course of the battle in favor of the Danish king Valdemar II. Later, the flag became the national flag of Denmark. The Freedom Square is a plaza where you will find the Cross of Liberty and the Monument to the War of Independence, which was opened in 2009 as a memorial for those who fell during the Estonian War of Independence. It is bounded on the east by St. John's Church and on the west by a Victory Column. This is the ROTERMANN quarter, where you'll find old industrial buildings that have been given new functions and which are now standing next to modern architecture. This industrial area started to develop in the 19th century and a place where you'll find a department store, a factory that produced starch, and a lot more. There are several restaurants, shops, and the multiplex Coca-Cola Plaza in this quarter. You will also find here a salt warehouse, which is one of the most unique preserved limestone structures in Estonia. Currently, the building houses the Museum of Estonian Architecture. This is Reapteek, which you will find near the main square. It is one of the oldest pharmacies in Europe and the oldest in Tallinn. Visiting the St. Catherine's Passage could give you a chance to glimpse what life was like in the old town of Tallinn. On the northern end of the passage, you will find the remnants of St. Catherine's Dominican Monastery Church, which is one of the oldest churches in the city. This is also one of the best places to get your souvenirs from Tallinn. The 14th century tower of VIRU Gate was part of the defense system of the city wall. Today, VIRU Street, with its many shops and restaurants, became one of the busiest pedestrian streets in the Old Town. The Patkuli viewing platform is located in one of the most ancient parts of Tallinn. It has a pleasant and enchanting view of the Old Town, including its towers and walls, which can be seen all the way down to the port.
If you visit Tallinn, this is one of the best places to see the old city. What do you think?
Oh yes, I like those nice red roofs. And there far you can also see Estonian skyscrapers, which is very well connection of modern and old heritage.
At the heart of the Old Town is the Town Hall Square, once a market square and the center of the city's government. You'll notice that it is a main meeting spot for locals and a venue for a variety of events, from the Old Town days in summer to the fairy tale Christmas market. Incidentally, the world's first public Christmas tree was erected here in 1441.
with free music. And now since I think the autumn arrived super early in this city, we are dining with heaters
Already
in August, which is still summer, by the way, guys.
somewhere.
It was indeed a lovely day, guys. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't been to Tallinn, I highly recommend that you visit this city.
I want to say thank you very much. Maraming salamat to everyone here who attended this premiere, and of course to all of you who will watch this video after. I really appreciate the extra support you extend to me, which gives me a lot of inspiration to improve each video that I post on my channel. I'll see you guys on my next video. Take care.